Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last episode, we got to have all of our team regroup inside of the Grim Garden. And upon defeating the enemy of the third domain, we got to see who the true mastermind behind it was. Probably surprised nobody that it was the Professor of Ouroboros, as well as the two new enforcers we have. But either way, after we defeated the third domain, Mare created this space for us. The Sanctum. And so, in this episode, we're going to go ahead and explore and see what it has to offer. Before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, we're just going to go straight ahead. We got a bunch of people to talk to, and let's see what's going on. Hey, Orion. You find out anything about that stone monument? Well, I still don't understand how it functions exactly, but I was able to determine its purpose at least. Apparently, it's called a reminiscence pedestal. It seems to be a device that enables you to view past events recorded in things called memento orbs. View past events? There was something similar in the base area of the Reverie Corridor, too. Huh, sounds like they're pretty familiar with the setup then. But anyway, memento orbs, huh? Do you have any idea what they might be? Yeah, I think so. When we were running around here earlier, I got something that matches the description. Suppose I can give it a try later. Additionally, the pedestal seems to have some additional functions that remain hidden for the moment. It would seem you'll simply have to learn more as you use it. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the lowdown. We really appreciate all the help, Altina. It's no trouble. All of you are the ones helping us, the Foundation, after all. By the way, this door leads to the Epstein workshop. And this one leads to Grimoire Decryption. You can make use of the doors whenever you want to access those facilities from this area. Roger that. So, we can use the orbs right in here, which will let us view memories of the past. Honestly, I would compare them more to what was in Trails in the Sky the Third, rather than the Reverie Corridor. But either way, we'll go ahead and do that here in a little bit. This is a bulletin board, but there's nothing there right now. Is it not going to let me fish? Okay, well, guess not. Instead, let's go ahead and interact with the Epstein workshop.
Welcome.
Why did it... Got it. This is why. It was a little weird seeing you here after we just were chit-chatting in the Sanctum a second ago. That is an understandable sentiment. Now I have two announcements to make. The first pertains to switching avatars. Avatar? Oh, right, the little piece we used to move around the game board. Correct, as well as those responsible for overseeing the workshop and the decryption of grimoires. Even now, you are interfacing with one such avatar, which utilizes predetermined patterned responses to communicate. Regarding the workshop, its administrators are Instructor Toa and myself. Additionally, I manage the grimoire decryptions together with Lapis. Should you wish to change who manages which facility, you are free to do so anytime. So essentially, you can just change your avatars, which is who manages each facility. Gotcha, I'll keep that in mind. As for the other announcement, there is a new addition to the Epstein workshop, the Grim Arena. This will allow you to partake in various combat challenges, as well as a fishing simulator. Incidentally, it hosts two other recreational activities as well. There are others more qualified to elucidate you on that matter, however, as I will turn it over to them. How's it going? Fancy meeting you here in this virtual world. So this is the Grim Garden. Huh, it's got a pretty mysterious vibe going on. Jack? Haley? The heck are you two doing in this place? We're here on a job, as it turns out. We were hired to be card dealers in the Grim Arena. For blackjack and poker specifically, I'll be in charge of the former, and Jack will be handling the latter. Technically, you'll only be playing against avatars, but if you think they won't kick your butts, well, I got some bad news for you. Foundation's got some weird development priorities. But whatever, I'm Gabe. I'll be waiting for you. Later, Van, Altina. Thank you very much, you two. To summarize, you're free to play card games in the Grim Garden whenever you like. So yeah, you can play blackjack and everything else here. Okie dokie, I'll keep that in mind too. So, bunch of new things as you saw. I believe if we go to Grim Arena, this is where you can challenge battles, play poker, play blackjack, fishing simulator, and redeem prizes. These are basically all the things you can get at the
Thank you very much.
Gambling areas, but we're going to be coming back here a little bit later. We have some things we want to get done here inside Epstein's workshop, but for now, let's go ahead and run around and talk to our other friends. I believe this will let us start fishing. You've already caught 2? Hey, nice job, phony father. I'm just getting started over here. Wait, who are you calling phony father? I'm as real as they come, you little punk. Sounds like you two are having fun. I only meant to give this a quick try, but I ended up getting sucked in. Even though this is a virtual reality, this is such a gem of a spot, I feel like I gotta tell my fishing buddy about it. Fishing buddy, huh? Sounds like you've got a pretty eclectic circle of friends. You're the last guy I want to hear that from, Arkride. Anyway, the chance to fish in a spot this nice doesn't come along every day. If you feel like casting a line, you're welcome to join me. Sure thing. I'll hit you up when the mood takes me. About the fishing spot. The types of fish that can be caught in the Sanctum will increase as the story progresses. You can also catch fish that you may have missed in previous areas. So, essentially, there are almost every fish up to now can be caught here. I'm not seeing any current fishing spots, though, which is a little odd, because there should be at least one. Well, we might just have to come back here later. Unless, I mean, it could be literally anywhere, so I could just be missing it. But we'll come back later because we do need to do a little bit of fishing. All the way up here. Still can't believe this place is a therme of all things. Really is a magnificent sight. Yeah, it's nice how it's structured to let you enjoy the scenery outside while you bathe. But I think what I like most is how similar the water is to the natural hot spring. Oh yes, that reminds me, Reen. Your hometown is Ymir, correct? The town known as the Hot Springs Paradise? Ah, that checks out. Makes sense that you've got discerning tastes when it comes to bathing. Yeah, I suppose so. Incidentally, it would seem this bathhouse is known as the Holy Spirit Spring. The temperature of the area near us is on the low side, about 86 degrees. So you're saying it's basically a big heated swimming pool? This is a perfect chance for me and S to wear our swimsuits and get all flirty poolside. Okay, first off, I take issue with you treating a bathhouse of any kind as a swimming pool. Second, you want to get all lovey-dovey? Get a room. On the topic of swimsuits, it seems we can all use the outdoor area at the same time, as long as we put on our swimwear. If anyone wants a longer soak, you can grab a towel and use the indoor part of the baths. We can set up different times for the men and women there. A fine plan. I know I'm going to make a beeline for the place whenever I need a soak. I would literally never leave here. So yeah, you can use the hot spring whenever you want. Let's go ahead and bathe right now. This will give us a...
Oh, this is bliss.
Yeah, well, it's for an achievement, but...
Now this is the life.
You get to see all three of the protagonists here.
It's so warm.
I guess... Oh, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is just the people in my current team.
Back in business.
And there we go. We can go ahead and grab our Vitality Droplet. And only a few more places for us to check out. Let's see. I really got to find that fishing spot. Let me check the outside now. It's got to be around here somewhere.
Let's search around.
There it is. Okay. So, our goal is that fish right there that we are missing. So, let's go ahead, throw our save down, and get to fishing, shall we? Now, this one honestly shouldn't be too bad. It's an easy catch with everything, so we can probably just use fishing bait and just get lucky here. And pretty quick, right there is the Spiky Puffer, a brand new A-rank fish. Now we'll go ahead and check this side. I believe this is another very important side. A campsite. Got a fire and everything. Almost brings to mind the sort of campsite a group of heroes might make before they set off for the Demon Lord's castle. Got a pretty relaxing vibe to it, honestly. Is that it? Okay, well, guess so. I thought it was going to teach us a little bit more. I believe who you control here will depend on whose storyline you're in at the time. Let's go ahead and just interact with the Reminiscence portal. Reminiscence pedestal, huh? Wonder what it'll show me. Might as well give it a try. Go ahead and use a memento orb. So this is essentially a little cutscene. Songs my mother taught me. These will be storylines from different characters. Usually, I think almost always from the past. So let's go ahead and do it. The girl that had been an orphan her whole life. 50 years had passed since Calvard became a republic, and its new capital, Edith, had grown rapidly in those decades. Where there had previously only been 3 districts, Auber, Tyrell, and Vantale, there were now 7, and the city's population had doubled. However, Where there is a bright light, dark shadows are cast. The city's explosive growth saw many people left behind in its wake. Those people became derelicts, drifters, prostitutes, beggars, urchins, pickpockets, thieves, and bandits. Among them was a little girl, orphaned from birth. She was something of a pickpocketing savant, having been trained by an old thief. Every day she would take to the streets, making marks of the... this is bourgeois? The bourgeoisie who went about flaunting their status. Though she got along with the old thief, he was prone to violence when he drank. And when she was 12 years old, his chronic disease took him. After pushing the old man's remains to the church, the girl felt a strange mix of relief and emptiness. She then wandered to the city's outskirts. She found herself on a plateau, overlooking a gorgeous view. Though still under development, several mansions had already been built in the area.
I think this place is called Leva or something.
As the sun sank in the sky, the mansions appeared empty to the girl, and the grand landscape below her seemed entirely devoid of life.
I could probably pocket some good stuff here sometime.
She mumbled to herself listlessly and turned to leave, but stopped in her tracks when a fine-looking house at the top of the hill caught her eye. It was white, neither too large nor too small, and had a tasteful air that had set it apart from the garish houses of the newly rich. For whatever reason, it was this house that offended the girl far more than any of the grotesquely lavish buildings in the area. She hid herself and snuck a peek at the front lawn. The garden there was carefully maintained, and the grounds and the building modest and clean. It was immediately clear to the girl that this was not the work of a hired gardener or a cleaning service. The owner had done this himself.
Pisses me off. You think you're so much better than everyone else, huh?
As the daylight began to wane, she made up her mind. Twilight would be the perfect time for a robbery. Even if the owner was home, she was confident in her ability to snatch something of value without being spotted. Then, just as the girl was getting ready to climb over the stubby outer wall and sneak her way in, she had heard the light twinkling of a piano coming from inside. The melody flitted delicately on the air, accompanied by the sound of a woman's voice, singing with a range and vibrancy that belied her years. Before the girl realized it, she'd walked through the front gate and entered the property, as though the music was drawing her in. The mansion's front door wasn't even locked, and she stepped into the house. The girl briefly mused about how careless the owner must be. Navigating through the mansion toward the music, the girl felt a strange sense of exhilaration the closer she got to the source. And then, there it was. A small grand piano sat tucked away in the corner of the living room. And there, spinning melody and song neatly together, sat a gentle old woman. The girl stood there dumbfounded, the music enveloping her like a mother's embrace. Without her realizing it, a tear streamed down her cheek.
And what have we here? A guest, perhaps?
The old woman called out to the girl in a soft voice, her smile gentle and heartfelt. Songs my mother taught me end. Who was that about? What I saw just now. Seems like it was a memory from a long time ago. Suppose I'll keep it in the back of my mind for now. You can use the Reminiscence pedestal to view memories of the past sealed inside the different memento orbs. You can also view past connection events that Van has experienced, as well as peer into alternative timelines to view unseen connection events. However, in order to do so, you'll need to consume connection pieces, which you can obtain in the Grim Garden. So, the Reminiscence portal has something that's never been seen before, and that is that you can view connection events that you might have missed. You do have to have pieces in order to do so. We'll talk about those here in a second. I would like to be able to go back in, but it might not let me this time around. No, there we go. Now we can enter the dungeon. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and we are going to try to get our rank S. We need to select a monster chest tile one time. I don't even know what that means. Okay, party lineup. all 4 of them have already got it. Let's go ahead and try to get... Have Elaine or Agnes got it yet? Let me check. Agnes has not, and Elaine has. Okay, we'll play it as Agnes then. It doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and hop in. We need a monster chest tile. I don't even know what a monster chest tile could be.
The adventure begins.
Not that.
Treasure. The adventure begins.
Is that a monster chest tile? No. Monster chest. I mean, I gotta do some experimentation here. Dang, it's only Van Altina or Lapis. That sucks. Okay, let's keep trying till I can see something that looks different. Okay, it's got to be that right there. That purple chest. So let's go ahead and... I'm just going to quickly run through this. So I'll see you guys once I've cleared this palm. And then we can just go ahead and grab that monster chest. I can show off on Yes's damaging ultimate because I haven't shown this yet. I haven't seen this one either. This is new to this game.
Painted vivid. Cerise Fantasia.
Okay, so she just becomes Sailor Moon. Cool. So fun thing I didn't realize till right now. You cannot go... I made a big mistake there. You can't go... Like, I couldn't go over to one more to the left. You can only go, like, directly up, left, and right. I didn't realize that. And so I went for a chest when I shouldn't have. So we're just back to going till I get the monster chest, which can take a while if I get unlucky. Holy, that took way longer than it should have. That was like 5 minutes of just resetting. The good news is I'll only have to go through one door, but I'll see you guys once I'm there. All right, now time for the monster chest. Monsters appeared. And here we go. I need to use Agnes's new attack in order to try to get her as the MVP. And then Azure Grion. And then last guy we just spam A on. Doesn't even matter who hits here. Just gonna try to build up our CP before we get to the boss fight. And of course they get a million turns before me since I used a lot of CP. Boss fight's gonna be annoying because we're just gonna be fighting the same boss again. And as you saw, it's just a very annoying fight. So it might take us a little while to beat it. Unfortunately, we don't have to worry about not getting killed, but they can still just take a while just because the boss is long. And there we go. We get a U material. And we will be getting our S rank as soon as we clear it. So let's just go ahead and get to the boss. And honestly, I'll just go ahead and clear the boss. There's no reason to show off all that. We have some other things I want to do this episode, and it's going to be new content instead of just beating the boss again. Man, fighting that boss is like borderline unfun. Because the amount of times you're just not hitting. You're either paralyzed or you are missing attacks. Just like, man. And then it wasn't even Agnes, it was Feet that got the reward there, which sucks. All that, putting Agnes in slot 1 and then not even be able to getting her thing going. Yeah, not the best fight to, or not the best stage to grind that. But either way, that is that finished. Can I... Oh, we have to go back to the Sanctum, I see. You have to manually do this now. We have a couple more things I want to show off, so that's why we wanted to just speed through that. So we can go ahead and head over here.
How may I help
And
you?
we can go ahead and... sure, we'll pay 1,000 mirror to get everything recharged again.
Better than ever.
Skip all.
Welcome.
And then we'll go to the Grim Arena, and we're going to start by doing the fishing simulator in Spirit's Forest. There is one new fish we can catch here, so that's why we're here. How to return, select return in the travel menu.
performing search.
But it is just one fish. We want that one right there. That question mark one, but it looks like only deluxe dumplings are going to get it for us. I cannot save here. Oh, that sucks. Well,
Search time.
if that's the case, what I'm going to do instead, I actually didn't know that. Let's go ahead and return. Let's make it's going to take a little bit longer to do this, but let's make a save back in the starting room.
How may I help you?
So we'll go ahead and we'll buy items, and we're going to buy deluxe dumplings. Let's buy like 10 of these. And then let's buy like 10 of these. Just stock up as we go through here. But we're going to leave now. And we're going to throw our save down here. The reason for this is, once again, if we just get bad RNG and go through all 11 dumplings or whatever, I'll need to go from a save anyways. So unfortunately, it won't be able to be as efficient as I usually am. But we will just make that save there. And if I run out of dumplings, we can just reload it. So going for that one right there. Let's go. And there we go, without having to do any resets, the Tiger Arowana. And that should mean we get Amber here. But if we go check, I believe that is 17. Yes, it is. So with that done, there really isn't much left for us to do. We have two things. I don't know why I keep running back. We got two things I can show off. The first one is one we're going to want to keep up with. These are the Grim Arena challenges. Essentially, you're going to be thrown into fights. So we can go ahead and do our challenge battle against Kruga Warriors and Eisenchild. Let's do it. And I believe these are just battles. There's not like story or anything to it. You're just going to be fighting them. So here we go. And if we can get our... we can kill all of them at the same time. That's going to be amazing.
You won't get the best of me.
Let's go...
I'm ready for you.
Is Vandalize rate enough? No, but we're close, guys. Azure Green won't be enough either. We got them all low. And then Reen probably finishes them here. Yes, he does. And that is an octuple kill, I believe, as well. Challenge battle complete. 7th mass times 500. And we get an additional SP for completing the challenge fights. So that's one of the reasons we're going to be doing that as well. We get a little bit of SP. And if we go check it out, that should be our octuple kill for Scent. And Grim Arena Challenge 1 conquered. And now there's, at this point, really not much left to do. What we can do is head over here to the Grimoire Decryption. And we can check out rewards that have increased to have connection pieces. These are used to view those connection events. And really not much past that, but we will do a couple summons here just because we have the points to do so. So let's just do some skips. I won't really go over anything we get here because there's nothing of note. We'll just do like 3 of these. See if we get any connection points. And 1 more. And there we go. And if we're trying to keep up, we can just check here. Well, we got the connection point for sure because it's gone now. And it's not a reusable one, so guess that's all we can do for now. Let's go. View the portal. Connection events. Van's route. You can, of course, view the ones you've skipped. Currently, we have 6 points to utilize. Reen's route with Altina and Kevin's route with Lapis. I believe that is enough to view every single person's. We're going to hold off for a second. I have one last thing I want to check, and that is our gourmet. We've been not able to make everything for quite a while now, so let's see what all I can make now. We could make the onigiri. We have a lot of beast flesh right now. We can make this one as well, the No Frills cheese dog.
Don't expect much.
And I think that's all we were missing were those 2, which is perfect. Go ahead and quickly do the cooking. I thought I was going to have to grind some stuff up.
I'm stuffed.
There we go. That should be all the food up to this point now. And that means quite literally the last thing we can do is to head and view our connection events. We have enough time, so I'll go ahead and do it. I'm torn on whether or not to show these, specifically because I want to see, first off, it gives us points towards the characters. It's worth it. But I feel like I have a canon, and I feel like going back and viewing these just kind of breaks that. We'll check anyways. We'll watch all of them. At least for the time being. I can't promise we'll do this in the future, especially if we stockpile a bunch of them. But for now, it's fine. Wow, up close this thing really is super tall. 1645 arch, if I'm remembering right. This climbing wall is apparently used in full-blown competitions. But man, the incline at the top is something else. Right? I bet it'd make for great training. I've been wanting to come here for a while, but you're not allowed to climb to the top unless you're with an adult. I told them I already was an adult back home, but they wouldn't listen. Yeah, well, no surprise there. Went in Calvert and all that. I think I'll give it a go too. Beat standing around watching. Sounds good. Let's do this together. Hup. Ha. And here I thought this would be a walk in the park. Man, you're straining too much. Forget about your muscles. You've got to use your bones, got it? Figured you've already got the hang of it. But I'm pretty sure you're grabbing onto too many colors. You're supposed to be sticking with just one. Oh. This requires more brain power than I thought. I really need to think about how to move my body. Alright, let's give it another shot. Sure, why not? Gotta use my bones. That's it, keep going. Oh, we're seriously supposed to climb this? Don't worry, this is nothing compared to the cliff I had to scale with the warriors of Kruga for an ambush op. One of the rocks I grabbed came loose and I almost went tumbling down to the ground. I was this close to being a goner. Just hearing that is giving me the chills. Crap, sorry, but this is it for me. Van! Hey, you did good that time. That was your best attempt yet. Climbing looks simple. There's more to it than meets the eye, I've realized. Totally. It's something like trying to climb natural terrain. But my times are getting better and better thanks to me doing it with you, Van. So you up for a race? We'll make it to the top this time, I'm sure. Sometimes I wonder where all that energy comes from. Sorry, but I'd better tap out for my own safety. What? My fingers are shot. I doubt I could even hold my Zypher right now. Believe me, I'd love to keep going, but if I don't stop now, my work's gonna suffer for it later. I guess that makes sense. Darn, I really wanted to conquer this wall together.
Then how's about I tag in?
Oh, Fee. Well, she said the same thing I did. Didn't realize you were here, Clausel.
Just taking a little breather before I head off.
I wasn't planning on interrupting, but I couldn't help overhearing. I'd be happy to take Van's place if it's cool with you. I gotta climb with you? I know I'd appreciate it. No doubt you've climbed your fair share of walls. I enjoy some bouldering on my days off, yeah. Makes for good exercise. This is as good a chance as any for some friendly competition. What do you say, Fairy? Yeah, I would love that. And so their bouldering competition began. Whoever reached the top first would be declared the winner. Fee raced up the wall by using her nimbleness to her advantage, while Fairy relied on her light weight and honed senses to match Fee's pace. And finally... who won? The winner is Fairy by a hair's breadth. Wow, bravo! I've never seen anyone reach the top before. That was incredible. Are those girls pros or something? Whoa, when did we get such a big crowd? I think we might have made a scene. Wow, what a view. Yep, this isn't as high as the Ferris wheel, but it doesn't get much better than this. Congrats on reaching the top for the first time, by the way. I didn't think I'd end up second. Well, I didn't think I'd win. It probably helped that I was nice and warmed up after practicing with Van. Plus, I didn't want to lose to you, Fee. I swear you're like a different person compared to when we first met. I heard about what happened with the Crimson Beast. You gotta see Ida again, right? I was out of the country when everything happened. I wish I could have been there with you. Fee, I'm sure Ida would have loved that too. It was all just so much. I had to face down my own immaturity and insecurities. But Van and the others were there for me, and I did get to see her again. They all gave me the push I needed. As fleeting as the whole thing was, I refused to pretend like it never happened. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Now that you're an adult, I plan on treating you as more than just my equal. We're both her little sisters, so let's work together. Ah, right, for sure. Hup. Van, I thought you couldn't climb anymore. I got my grip strength back with a little rest, so I figured I'd give it one last shot. It took a lot out of me, but I made it somehow. Not bad. Well, I should get back to my patrol. We'll have to do something like this again, Fairy. I had fun. Yeah, me too. Sorry if I interrupted anything. You two had a good talk, yeah? Yeah, we did. It all feels like a dream, you know? Fee was raised in a Jaeger Corps like me, but now she's one of the guild's aces, dashing across the front lines. I've always idolized her since hearing Ida's stories, and now she recognizes me for who I am. Well, there's no doubt you've got more room to grow than anyone else in the office. You've only just taken up the mantle of Flame Priestess and finished your rite of passage. You're just getting started. Yeah, but it doesn't matter what people call me. I'm still just 14. I really had my inexperience rubbed in my face after that test at Marduk HQ. Forget about my brother. Even just between Fee's group, Thor's, the Dominions, Rufus, and Lapis, everyone there was so incredibly strong and full of conviction. I felt like I caught a glimpse looking out over Orid State and seeing Marduk HQ towering over everything. A glimpse of just how much bigger the world my brother chose is over the Kruga. There's so much more than just the warrior lifestyle I grew up in. Just thinking about it gets me pumped. Makes me believe I can be anything, anyone. That's a privilege of youth, Fairy. Or I should say that's a privilege that belongs to everyone. I feel like even I have ways to go before I see you reaching for even greater heights.
I don't think you're that old, Van. I might still be inexperienced, but I really like working with you. And one day, I hope I can catch up to... No. Surpass the people I respect.
With that attitude, I'm sure that day will come. And let's see, do we get... Okay, we do get connection level. What I realized during this cutscene, I think Fee might be the most playable character in any Trails game. Fee was playable in all 4 Cold Steel games. She was playable in Reverie, so that's 5. And she's been playable to some extent in all 3 Daybreak games. So that is 8 games Fee has been playable in. Now, there are characters who have been in more games than Fee. There's a character who started off in Trails in the Sky and was in every single game through Reverie and just hasn't made an appearance in Daybreak. So that's, 10 games for that character. But they weren't playable in all of them. Same with like Estelle and Joshua. They've been in a lot of games, but they haven't been playable in a lot of games. So yep, I think Fee might be the most playable character in the Trails series. I think we at least have time for one more connection event. I might space them out and just watch a couple here and there. Let's go ahead and do Judith. Just like when we come back, because here's the thing, I don't know how often we're going to get connection pieces, so we might still be stuck and only have a few we can view at a time. But if I'm not using the characters, there's no point in me even getting their connection level up at this moment. So I also don't know how long this upcoming cutscene is going to be, if there is one. Wow, this is... Wow. Is this her apartment? This must be what they call a dumpster fire. Have you always been a slob? Don't judge me. I called you for help knowing full well it would destroy your mental image of me, okay? Oh no, this reinforces it, if anything. Matches my image of you exactly, to the point that this was what I expected you'd need help with. What's that supposed to mean? And look, this isn't my fault. When the hell am I supposed to do chores when I'm so busy with my acting career and Grimcat gig? Uh-huh. You know there are plenty of people who can balance their careers with housework just fine, right? That excuse doesn't fly. Besides, why would you ask a guy to help clean your place? Wouldn't it be easier to ask one of your girlfriends? Normally, Nina helps me clean. But what? She's giving up on you? No, I just don't want to keep causing her trouble. Plus, Mom and Grammy might be coming over, so I need to hurry and get this place cleaned. Alright, fine. I'll help. And I never thought I'd see a famous actress's lifestyle up close and personal. Or that it would be what it looks like. Don't say it like that. Just handle the heavy lifting, okay? And so the two began to clean up Judith's apartment. However, considering Judith's status as a first-rate actress, Van began to dig up all kinds of treasures as they cleaned. This is one of Dominique's albums, right? Wait, isn't this a first edition? I bet collectors would go nuts to get their hands on this. And wasn't that video memory quartz of Chloe's theater performance also a first edition? Oh, that? No, it's a sample that was handed out to everyone on the production team. Grammy and Mom got one, so I borrowed it to reference. Huh. You know, finding that stuff just lying around really drills home the fact that you ladies are a family of first-time performers. Though I wonder what they would say if they knew you were leaving their stuff in a trash heap. Well, that's why we're cleaning it up, isn't it? So that they don't find out. Anyway, I think we're due for a break. Want to check out that memory court since you came all the way here? I can keep going, but I guess if you need to take a quick breather, we could. Alright, let's take a look.
Wait! I would have been happy just being with you. If only I didn't have this accursed family name. Then maybe my life would have been mine to live.
Man, Mom really is good at expressing emotions. Just the way she speaks and holds herself relays so much information to the audience. She's got some subtle differences from how you take over a character or how Nina immerses herself into her roles. That said, after watching this, I think you and your mother have a surprisingly similar presence in your performances. Huh? You think? I mean, I've watched her theater performances for reference, but I've never given it much thought. Yeah, don't get me wrong though. It's not like I'm saying you don't have your own unique style or anything. I'm no professional, but it just feels like that both of you have tread similar paths to get to where you are. I'm surprised you could read into it that much. Hey, I've seen plenty of your films, and I'm around you constantly when you're not acting. So I've got a pretty good idea of how much you change when you want to get into a role. Well, I guess the way we build our characters is pretty similar. Never really thought about it much, but I guess Mom said stuff like that in the last few years. I'm sure you trained in different environments, so maybe it just runs in your blood. That, or you've been unconsciously chasing her performances in some way. Maybe. Either way, the process isn't what's important to me. Doesn't matter whether or not my mom influenced me. I've still found a way of performing that's unique to me, and I'm proud of it. At the very least, I've shown people what it means to perform as Judith Lancer. That's everything to me. Huh. Gotta say, that's pretty cool. I talk a lot of smack, but I really do like your work ethic as an actress. Thanks. Now then, we better get back to work. Right, hold up. Isn't this script from a pretty old movie? It was called something like... Oh, that's the script for my debut film. Thank goodness I haven't been able to find it for ages. I thought I accidentally threw it away or something. You seriously need to take better care of your valuables? I mean, this is like your roots as an actress, isn't it? Yeah, but I'll be honest. Kind of embarrassing to look back on this performance. It was so crude. I feel bad that they gave such a big role to a total newbie. But it'd be a whole different story if you performed it now. Hey, why not perform some lines? Might help you feel better about it. Alright, I mean, after all that business about my mom's influence and everything, maybe it's time to look back on where I came from. Sorry, Judith, hate to break it to you. It's nepotism regardless of if you're a newbie or not, because your parents were both famous in the industry.
I don't have the courage to say goodbye. What do you think I should do?
I did the deep breath for you guys, but then she started voicing.
What? You want us both to make our dreams come true before we meet again? All right. Then that will be what connects us until that time comes. You really are amazing, aren't you? In that case, when the day comes, I'm sure.
Whoa.
It was only then that I was truly able to find my own dream. I couldn't say goodbye. But that's exactly why I wanted to ensure I could hold my head up high when next we met, so that the two of us could stand side by side again. Our dreams come true.
Judith, you really are one hell of an actress. Phew. Well, what do you think? Excellent as expected. You know, I actually saw this movie when it first hit theaters. It's hard to put into words, but your performance just now felt alive in a way it hadn't been back then. In a way I've never seen from any other actor or actress. Really? Glad to hear that. The character has a lot of dimensionality that I don't really have as a person. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to play her well, especially since I put so much of myself out there these days when I act. I don't know how to describe it, but part of that, what made the performance so effective, is how you made the character a little more Judith. They may have different dimensions compared to your usual roles, but you totally pulled it off. I was surprised. I guess I can handle these kinds of characters with my current skills, if maybe a little differently than before. Just goes to show how your current acting style really brings out the best in you. Alright, break time's over. We're only halfway done, so let's get back to work. Alright, let's split that pile of stuff over there. Roger that. Sorry, but maybe you can take this part. I'll handle the shelf over there.
Huh? What's wrong with... Hold on just 1 minute! You saw them, didn't you? You must have. Don't even try to pretend.
I'm pretty sure canonically, Judith, you've done nude scenes in your movies that we have all seen. I swear, I looked away as soon as I realized it was only a glimpse from the corner of my eyes. And besides, what are you thinking asking a guy to help when you've got valuables like that stashed out in the open?
I couldn't fit them in the closet and forgot I left them out. But that doesn't mean you can...
Hey Judith, it's Nina. I hope you're doing well. I believe it should be about a month since I last came by to clean.
Nina? Wait, is this a timed video message?
As I told you before, I can't be here to help today because of my schedule. But please don't panic and do something you'll regret. You have a lot of things in there that other people shouldn't be seeing. I'm a little worried you might bother someone like Van for help. Talk about perfect timing. She's got you pegged to the minute. Guess you're just that predictable. Well, sorry. I should be able to make some time next week, so I'll come to help you then, okay? And if you have any other concerns, you can always feel free to talk to me. Alright, I'll see you at the show. How about that? Well, you heard the lady. Why don't we call it quits for today? Right, good idea. As long as I put away my underwear, this place should mostly be okay. And I'll handle the rest later. Come on, let's go meet up with the others. They're going to meet at a show, huh? Sounds like something's going on. Better keep that in mind. So Judith decided to get Nina's help concerning her more delicate items. And Judith's level went up. We get strength and ATS +5. Honestly, it might even be worth doing like Reen and Kevin's just to get their only party members a little bit stronger, but we'll save that for next time. Or a later time. And so with that, we've got to watch 2 more connection events. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we try to leave. I'm expecting a cutscene here. I'll be shocked if there isn't. It'll just be a shorter episode. But we can go ahead and end the intermission. Oh no, that's it. Well, I genuinely wasn't expecting that. Because the intermission achievement has the Garten, or has the, not the Garten Master, has the, Ouroboros Grandmaster as the, like, picture of the achievement. So I figured something was going to happen. There we go. We get 3 for getting our S rank and +1 for the challenge battle, meaning we hit rank C. We should have 12 if we killed the boss without dying. We get Glacial Heat. Who are we going to get here? Nobody, because we didn't actually do anything outside the garden. And with that, we can just do a quick save here. Genuinely was not expecting the episode to be a little bit shorter. I came here, I ended it off just because I thought we were going to have something. I would have hopped back in. I probably should have made a backup save. Wow. 2 more characters are joining in What Lies Beyond the Canopy and Alter Dawn. You can see we don't have Kevin here. We will, of course, be starting with Reen, I think. Yeah, we're going to be starting with Reen next episode. Who could be joining us in Reen's? I mean, I'm assuming... I don't even know who to assume. Because there's nobody else connected to Reen. So I got no ideas, guys. But either way, I think we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. In the next episode, we will begin Reen's Route to What Lies Beyond the Canopy. I will see you guys then.